there was no expectation to win.
It was very new to us. It was the first time for a Fijian choir to make it into the World Choir Games.
We were competing with some of the best choirs in the world.
So you got Korea, you got Sweden, you got
China, from Europe, from New Zealand.
All these choirs have been training for years.
But for PRIMANAVIA, we had only 6 weeks. How are we going to do this? Acton, my name is Sunia Sokolonga. I am the conductor and the music director for PRIMANAVIA. In Fiji, we live music. Music is a part of our DNA.
Everyone sings in Fiji. Like if you go to a funeral, you sing. If you go to birthdays, you sing.
For me, it's life. Just like how I'm breathing in, that's music to me. I started singing in church at the age of 7. From there, the journey started. I went to Korea straight after high school. My dream was I wanted to be a musician, not only just somebody who sings, but somebody who knows what music is. I did my bachelor's, I did my master's, and I competed in a few prominent TV programs in Korea. The Immortal Songs was the one that was a highlight for me. I was able to win the title singing the Isale song. I think I had done everything that I wanted to do in Korea, and just to leave that last note on representing Fiji on that big stage was my ticket home, and I came back home.
The first time I heard our entry was successful into the World Choir Games, I froze for 5 seconds.
I was so happy for the first 10 minutes, and then scared the next 10 minutes, and then worried in the next 10 minutes because I'm like, yay! Wait, World Choir Games? We don't even have a choir. And then the last question was, where are we going to get the money from? At the back of my mind, I was telling myself, let's take this opportunity, let's make a statement, let's prove that the talent here can sit amongst the prominent choirs out there. For Prima Voce, they brought in the classical aspect. These are all soloists, trained vocally. And then you have Manavia, talented kids in the village.
Manavia group is the group that I founded with my husband. We do traditional songs, folk songs, and meke also. Everyone knows Nakorvo is a very talented village. Our grandforefathers went to Hawaii for a traditional meke with Elvis Presley. There are some young ones with us who have no parents, and also we have a single parent but couldn't find jobs, so this is the only way they can get income. So we come up with the idea, okay, because I sing, I believe I can teach them in a way, we can help them through music and entertainment.
It was a mixture of both classical and tradition, and together we made PRIMANAVIA.
And if you make a mistake, 5 press-ups.
It wasn't easy getting the two groups together.
Alto, minor. One, two, three, and
When PRIMANAVIA started, we lacked volume, we lacked technique, we lacked everything that a choir needs.
You know, singing, when you hear the word singing, you think, oh, it's just, you're just singing. But really, with singing, there's a lot that comes with it, especially the training.
And that's what I did. Trained them like it was a boot camp.
Well, it's a big experience because for the first time for me to attend that kind of a training, vocal training, and running the hills up and down.
Soccer had introduced us to all these different techniques, these different methods.
We were running up hills and doing so much squatting and rehearsing the same song over and over for many hours.
And we would start practice at 5 and finish at 12, sometimes 1, sometimes even 2 a.m.
You know, we were all tired when it came to training. There were some times where we were complaining, but at the end of the day, soccer really helped us and pushed us to reach our full potential.
Everything within 6 weeks. So the first 2 weeks, we have nothing.
Now we had the flights to consider, accommodation, costumes, the meals, transportation. Our budget was $100,000. And with $0, I don't know how we did it. 70% of our kids are traveling abroad for the very first time. So obviously they don't have a passport.
The government announced that there's no passport unless you have emergency. We have to go to the top and say this is what we really need and it's very important.
4 or 5 days before the competition, we didn't have our ticket. We didn't have our visas. The accommodation in New Zealand was still hanging. We didn't even know whether we were going to stay in a church, a hostel, or a hotel, or maybe I don't know where. Everything seemed impossible. I really started to question myself a lot. And at that point, I was like, is it going to happen? It was my dad's prayer that got me through.
The only thing we can do is just pray and have faith that we will be able to reach New Zealand.
Everything we do, only God can help us.
Despite the hurdles and challenges that PRIMANAVIA faced, we continue to keep our faith, and at the end of the day, the only plan that prevails is God's plan, and it definitely did.
Everything didn't work according to the time frame that we had planned, but it did work out.
The day we leave, that's the day my father passed away. I just saw him lying down on inside the house, and then I was trying to hold his hand. I just calling, Dad. That's the last time he looked at me, closed his eyes with tears.
When Tupo told me about Litia's dead, I was like, she'll stay. She has to stay.
And one of my auntie just tell me, you are not going anywhere because your father just passed away. You can leave this thing, then you go. People in the village gonna talk about you. So all my brothers, they just asked my mom, what is your decision? Litia to stay back, or you can leave her to go. The only thing my mom just said, I just release her to go. Because that's what's God's plan for her and for her kids.
When I saw her, when everybody was arriving at the venue where we were departing, I saw her and I was like, I thought you were going to stay. And she said, no, my father would have wanted me to do this. And I felt like she was making her father proud.
When we got on the plane, I felt really, really excited that we were going to go.
Most of the Manavia group is the first time fly out of the country.
I looked to the back and I saw all these kids. They were so excited to feel what it feels like to go on the plane. You can feel all the reaction. You can hear the voice on it. Oh, oh.
We all just looked at each other because we were like, we made it into the plane, you know? All these challenges and difficulties, and yet we're here.
Quiet Games, here we come.
Like for real.
Competition day, everyone was nervous, even me. As an experienced performer, I was really nervous.
They saw the stage, they saw the place, the venue. Somehow the energy dropped. The rehearsals were so bad, and every choir member will tell you this. I was so pissed. I said, no, I don't care if you're cold, I don't care if you're scared or anything, but there's one thing that I know. We've given up so much to be here. Don't give up easily. We're not there yet. So get yourself up together.
Our next choir on the stage come from Suva, Fiji.
When the choir walked in, I was like, this is it. It's now or never. They walked in, lined up, and I can feel this energy that was just accumulating. And I was like, it's ready to explode somewhere here. Every word that came out of our mouth that day, we meant it. We were so proud to be Fijians. I myself, as a conductor, I started to bawl like a baby. I can feel that we were giving our best. From the time we walked out the stage to the lobby, there was pin drop silence. Nobody talked. Everybody was so filled with tons of emotions. We felt like it paid off. It paid off to the point where we were so thankful that all those hardships happened to us, because it really boosted us. I was filled with so much joy that I can still feel it till this day.
When it was time for the winners to be announced, we were a bit stressed, and we couldn't wait for our category to be on the screen for them to announce the winners.
We didn't have any expectations that we were going to win.
Pepe was sitting next to me, and we were joking to each other, and we were like, and I was like, see, Lawa, if we're going to place the bronze.
They had announced the bronze and the silver, and then we were like, okay, we didn't place. And then she said, okay, now we have the overall gold winner. We just all started holding each other's hand.
I just saw the big screen in front of us that say PRIMANAVIA won gold. And I was like, oh really?
And then next thing you know, I hear, go Fiji!
I started laughing. And then we looked at each other, like, that's us.
We were all screaming and jumping at our feet and like, whoa!
And we screamed louder than the mass choirs that were in the stadium. They all knew that Fiji won something that night. So that was a moment that I'll never forget.
Some of the choir members, they started to like get all teary. They were crying, they were screaming and crying at the same time.
But when we heard that the PRIMANAVIA has the gold, I was happy. And the second thing came to me, it's the remembrance of my day. The day we received the gold, that's the day my father's funeral.
You think your father would have been proud of what you guys achieved today?
Yes, I think he will be proud.
To me, the generation after me, they'll get to see that nothing great comes easy. When they see the hard work that we do, they can do the same thing. And for my daughter also, yes, I know she'll be proud of me. One day when she realizes and see and hear this story, she'll be proud of me.
I think everyone has a dream, and there are a lot of people in Fiji who have the talent that can reach the world stage.
Most of us here in Fiji, we limit ourselves, especially when it comes to our passions. Sometimes we think it's too big and we think it's impossible.
I always proudly say, yes, we're from Fiji. It's a very small country, but that doesn't mean that everything that we do is small.
I would like to inspire you. You do what you love to do, whether it's music or farming or whatever. My parents' upbringing teaches me that nothing is impossible with God. All you have to do is have faith. Yes.